Hello everyone, welcome to the farm. My name is Katherine and I'm our community farm and market coordinator, and I'm going to show you what the farm looks like in early August. One of the great rewards of August, this is when things are starting to be ready for harvest. So we have our pole beans coming along. So you can see we've got lots and lots of beans coming in here. They're kind of hard to spot because they're the same color as the vines. This one's a little skinny, but that's okay. And they're just so much fun to harvest because you can just eat them straight off the vine. Delicious. So we have 3 different colors of beans going on. We have the purple ones, and then around the corner we have the yellow beans. Nice long beans. So this is our yellow beans, and then we do have some green beans as well. We have lots of cilantro. Earlier this week, I harvested 10 pounds of cilantro. When you think about how light cilantro is, that's a lot. Our leeks are getting bigger. These are thickening up really nicely. We'll keep hilling them, so putting more soil around the outside, and that'll thick up the stems really nice. And then we harvested all of our garlic earlier, about 2 weeks ago, and it's drying inside the food center right now. We wasted no time and planted some new things. So we have carrots, turnips, and radishes coming up. Saddest part of the year, pea season is done. You can see these peas don't look, they've done their bit. They've given us the peas, and it's kind of over for them. This is a crystal apple cucumber. It's similar to a lemon cucumber, and they are just fantastic because you can just eat them straight like this. They're delicious. So good. Okay, let's see if there's any of the other types of cucumbers. This is the lemon cucumber, so you can see slightly different kind of oblong shape. And we have our outdoor tomatoes, which are looking really good. You can see lots of fruit sets on them. And that is very exciting. So those will hopefully start to ripen up pretty soon. It's just such a fun time of year, August, because you've planted all the stuff, you've cared for everything, and now it's time to kind of reap the rewards and deal with the unexpected challenges, of course. So let's see what we have here. A lot of squash flowers. This is a patty pan squash, which I absolutely love. And they can get a lot bigger. So it is a type of summer squash, like a zucchini. This is our flax patch. It looks a little bit different than when you saw it last. There's still a few flowers, but mostly the flowers have gone. And you can see that there's like the seed balls on here, and some of them are starting to sort of dry out and go brown. So that means we're very close to harvesting. We'll be doing the harvest of our flax on Thursday, August 10th. At 10 a.m. You're welcome to join us. So after the harvesting, firstly letting it dry, and then soaking it, and then letting it dry, and then breaking it apart and removing the fibers from the inside. So watch for processing day, probably end of September. All of the boxes that have these kind of green tops, those are pick-me boxes, and I'll just put up these signs when things are ready to harvest. So beans are the kind of plant where the more you pick, the more they'll produce. If you see beans on your plants, you got to pick them, or else the plant won't know to produce more. And if you just leave them without being picked, they just will stop producing beans. So let's see if there's any other pick-me boxes that are ready to go. So we've got carrots in here. These carrots are a little small. And then over here we have tomatoes. These tomatoes are still pretty green. This is Swiss chard and kale. To harvest both the kale and the Swiss chard, it's kind of similar. So you'll just take some of the big leaves and you'll just break them off close to the base of the stem. In these 2 boxes on either side of the sway, we have cucamelons, which are just tiny cucumbers. They look like little watermelons, but they don't taste like watermelons, much to the disappointment of small children. They are coming ripe pretty soon. Thank you so much for coming to visit us at the North Grove. I hope you come and visit us in person for real. If you're interested in volunteering, we would love to have you. And if you are walking by, please check the Pick Me plots.